Now yesterday what I told that here factors affecting vapor pressure I told that. So here first point is what here vapor pressure factor affecting vapor pressure. First point nature of liquids I told clearly yesterday. And second point is what here surface area of liquid, that also I told that clearly last class. Only third temperature incompletely. Now temperature onwards you have to learn the factors affecting vapor pressure. First one nature of liquid, second one surface area, third one temperature. So in this temperature condition is what's here, as increase of temperature the kinetic energy of liquid molecules increasing and velocity increases, so rate of vaporization increases. If rate of vaporization increases, more number of molecules undergo into vapor state, so vapor pressure also increases. That vapor pressure increases means final conclusion, as increase of temperature rate of vaporization increase, so vapor pressure increases, but it is not directly proportional. According to Clapeyron theory, as increase of temperature the vapor pressure increases exponentially. The vapor pressure increases exponentially means some power increases. So that's why what you should apply that logarithms. Like chemical kinetics Arrhenius theory, here also you can apply that what are that here temperature effect for calculation of vapor pressure. So here calculation of vapor pressure, yesterday I told that Arrhenius theory conditions, log P2 by P1 is equal to delta H by 2.303 R whole into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. So in this case what are that, R is gas constant means vapor existing gas state, delta H is what, heat of vaporization. That depend upon that delta H units, R units you have to take. If delta H is given in kilojoules, R also you have to take in kilojoules. Delta H is taken in kilocalories, this you have to take as kilocalories. Already we learnt in gas state and chemical kinetics, thermodynamics, R value. Calories 2 calorie per Kelvin per mole, actual 1.987. That we can take as 2 calorie per Kelvin per mole. In kilocalories 2 into 10 power minus 3 kilocalorie per mole we can take. That depends upon delta H, heat of vaporization. So this is what is, as increase of temperature vapor pressure also increases exponentially. This is what, at T1 temperature vapor pressure is P1, at T2 temperature vapor pressure is P2. This formula we can apply. If single condition is taken, log P is equal to exponential form means here logarithms you have to apply. Log P is equal to there EA by 2.303 log P is equal to same as it is Arrhenius theory. Arrhenius theory is what are that, rate constant K is equal to E into e to the power of minus EA by RT. No. Same as it is here, what we can write instead of K vapor pressure, E to the power of minus delta H by RT we can write. Direct formula. How we will getting that formula I am telling that. So chemical kinetics Arrhenius equation, K equal to E to the power of minus EA by RT. Here pressure is equal to E to the power of minus delta H by RT. So based on logarithm apply on both sides, and 2 times first equation second equation is taken. This one we will get that P is equal to E to the power of minus delta H by T is taken on ln, or in actual what here P is directly proportional. Some constant you have to write. Now P is equal to K into E to the power of minus delta H by RT. Apply logarithms on both sides. ln P, natural logarithm. ln P is equal to what we can write here, ln K plus ln e to the power of minus delta h by RT. So ln convert into same as it is, right? Ln p is equal to ln k, here minus log a to the power of n minus delta h by RT will get. It is natural logarithms. Convert into base 10 logarithm, 2.303 log p, 2.303 log k. But remove that 2. All divide by 2.303. Direct step I am right here. Log p is taken instead of base e, log base 10 I am taking. Log k, at that time what are that here? Minus delta h by 2.303 RT will get. So this actual what here 2.303 means ln p is converted into log base 10. At that time 2.303 log p equal to 2.303 log k equal to minus delta h by RT. So all divide by 2.303, here cancel, here denominator 2.303 will get. So this is actual what here relation between vapor pressure and temperature you can write. Actual what here log p is equal log, direct I am writing here, log k first minus delta h by 2.303 RT. Like two equations are taken. At T1 temperature this is P1, at T2 temperature this is P2. Liquid same, so heat of evaporation constant for same liquid. Only liquid is taken same, liquid solution same is taken. Temperature T1, at that time vapor pressure become P1. At temperature is changed as T2, vapor pressure become P2. Log P at that time what is second equation minus first equation, you do that, this equation will get same as it is in chemical kinetics. Log P1 equal to log K minus delta H by 2.303 RT1. Log P2 equal to log K minus delta H by 2.303 RT2. Second equation minus first equation. At that time log P2 minus log P1. So log P2 minus log P1 equal to log P2 by P1. So you take the common, log K will cancel, this one will get. So when you are going to do the problem, this final equation you have to do that. This is what graphical representation they will ask. That's why I am telling this formula. So small condition, this one write first and this next write, or this what we can write here, log P is equal to minus delta H by 2.303 R into 1 by T. Log P is equal to minus delta H by 2.303 R into 1 by T plus log K we can write. Why graphical representation is the meaning is what? Vapor pressure temperature relation, if you want to take that, temperature on x-axis, vapor pressure on y-axis I will take. Based on that graphical representation you can write. So this is equal what we can write, say y equal to mx plus c. Y-intercept c, that equal to log K. X coordinate 1 by T. M slope is equal to minus delta H by 2.303 R. Log P on y-axis you have to take. So here I will draw the graphs here. Here 1 by T is taken on x-axis. On y-axis what you have to take here, log P. So at the time straight line with negative slope will get. This is what here y-intercept log K, and the slope is equal to what are that here? Slope equal to minus delta H by 2.303 R. Same as it is actuation energy. Their slope is equal to minus A by 2.303 R will get. Here log K will take. Here A is present, log A. Frequency factor, frequency coefficient is present. So this indicate negative slope, meaning is what? Indirectly decrease, no. The vapor pressure decreasing is given. For what? 1 by T is taken, vapor pressure decrease. If T is taken, vapor pressure increase. Actual what? As increase of temperature, vapor pressure increases exponentially. That's why logarithm is applied. So in derivation what you got, the 1 by T you got. When 1 by T and log P graph is written, that straight line with negative slope is obtained. That indicates what? Decreasing condition. For which relation? 1 by t relation, meaning log p 1 by t inverse proportional, means log p and t direct proportional. Here 1 by t is taken. If temperature is taken, again straight line with positive slope we will get, that indicate increase exponentially. So again I am telling that temperature effect, as increase of temperature, a rate of vaporization increase and number of molecules which undergo into vaporization also increase. So vapor pressure increases, but conclusion is what? As increase of temperature, vapor pressure increases exponentially. So logarithms you have to apply. When logarithm is applied, log P2 by P1 equal to delta H. Actual derivation is this one. This K is equal to, according to chemical kinetics theory, K is equal to what are that here? E to the power of minus EA by RT. That is P directly proportional to, similarly instead of rate constant, pressure, vapor pressure is taken, E to the power of minus delta H by RT. Simplify, logarithms apply on both sides, we will get this equation actual. This equation what here? This equation we will get on. In this equation what you have to write? Just what? Delta H by 2.303 write as what here? X coordinate, log P Y coordinate, this is constant, Y equal to mx plus c is taken, graphical representation will get, meaning this total becomes slope, 1 by t is x coordinate, log P is y coordinate, c y intercept. So this one how will get? At T1 temperature, this become P1, log P1 will get. This one constant, delta H for liquid constant and R gas constant. Like log P2 at T2 right. Second equation minus first equation minus first equation is taken. At that time log P2 minus, we say left hand side what will get? Log P2 minus log P1 will get. Log P2 minus log P1 equal to log P2 by P1. Like right hand side also subtract, log K cancel and remaining we will get, that is delta H by 2.303 R. This one effect of temperature. So the vapor pressure depends upon the three factors. In that, surface area no effect, nature of liquids you have to consider, low boiling point or high boiling point. That depend upon the low boiling point, high boiling point, rate of vapor pressure is more or less we can write. And second condition, surface area. Generally as increase of surface area, a rate of vaporization increases and number of molecules also which undergo into vapor state increase, but vapor pressure remains constant because force applied by the molecules increase due to increased number of vapor molecule, but it distributed to more area, that's why vapor pressure remains constant. But temperature effect, as increase of temperature, vapor pressure increases exponentially. So logarithm conditions applied. This is what if factors affecting vapor pressure. Now what we have to learn? Lowering of vapor pressure you have to learn. What do you mean the lowering of vapor pressure? How to write lowering of vapor pressure? Now onwards, very very important, this total actual introduction part and basics for colligative properties. Why yesterday I told that clearly all colligative properties are related to vapor pressure. Now one of that colligative properties I am telling, lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure meaning is what? And what is related to lowering of vapor pressure? And what is Raoult's law? Raoult's law says the relation between mole fraction and lowering of vapor pressures. Now onwards, relation, concentration terms and colligative properties relations we have to learn. The first of all, meaning of lowering of. Here colligative properties words, what are they here? Lowering of vapor pressure, depression in freezing point, elevation in boiling, all differences. Lowering, depression, elevation, all our meaning is what? Difference between initial and final. That lowering meaning is what? Decreasing. The decreasing in vapor pressure of liquid solution, the decreasing in vapor pressure of liquid solution is called as what are that is lowering of vapor pressure. Meaning, for example, vapor pressure 50 mm of Hg is there. By changing some condition, it become as 40 mm of Hg. So lowering of vapor pressure is 10. Initial vapor pressure 50 mm of Hg is there, Nana. Final 40 mm of Hg is there. The difference is 10. This is called as lowering of vapor pressure. The decreasing in vapor pressure is called as lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, it's clear. But why vapor pressure decreases? If any one of the factors which influence the vapor pressures is changed, then vapor pressure may decrease or increase. But without changing the factors affecting vapor pressure, how the vapor pressure decreasing naturally? Meaning, when pure solvent is converted into solute by adding of non-volatile solute, this is solution preparation. Yet solvents, liquid solutions, solvent to solution preparation is taken. Now previously I told that clearly the vapor pressure of liquid I am telling, meaning pure solvent vapor pressures only I told. When liquid solution is taken, solution meaning is what here? Solute and solvent. The solution is taken, that is water, that is solute and solvent. Now say here lowering of vapor pressure meaning is what? Decreasing in vapor pressure is called as lowering of vapor pressure. So decreasing in vapor pressure is called as lowering of vapor pressure. Why the vapor pressure decreases? Meaning without changing the factors which affects the vapor pressure, when solution is prepared by adding of solute, the vapor pressure may decrease. So for example, what are that here? Pure solvent is taken in this manner. Only liquid solvent is taken, no solute is present in this. When non-volatile solute, for example, pure solvent A is taken, when non-volatile solute B is added to, when A is taken, pure solvent is taken, when non-volatile solute B is added to pure solvent A, the vapor pressure of the solvent decreases. Why here? First of all, solute B is non-volatile, means it can't take part into vapor state. It cannot take part into vapor state, and only solvent A undergoing to vapor state, means pressure exerted by the vapor before solution preparation, after solution preparation is related to A molecules only. But first water that here pure solvent A is taken, for example 50 mm of Hg is present. After adding some amount of solute, it becomes 40 mm of Hg, meaning 10 units decrease. How much difference is there? The difference is called as how much amount of vapor pressure decreases. The decreasing in vapor pressure is called as lowering of vapor pressure. So why the vapor pressure decreases? Means when non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, the vapor pressure of solution decrease comparatively pure solvent. Why? So here pure solvent is taken. First, before adding the solute, a surface containing the only pure solvent molecules, only A molecules. Once solute is added, the surface molecules occupied by A molecules as well as B molecules also. Meaning some surface area occupied by the B molecule, some surface area occupied by A molecule. Previously, before adding the solute, only A molecules are present on surface which undergo into vapor state or which is volatile nature. So that all molecules undergo into vapor state. But once non-volatile solute is added, some small solute less amount, some less area occupied by the B molecule. By 100% mixing solution meaning solute and solvent 100% mixing. So some place may be occupied by the B molecules also. If some place occupied by the B molecules which undergo into vapor state decreases, because only solvent molecules are volatile, solute molecules are non-volatile. If non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, some place or surface area may be occupied by the solute molecules and the number of molecules of solvent which are present on surface decrease, and which undergo into vapor state also decrease. So vapor pressure decreases. Again I am telling, the lowering of vapor pressure means decreasing in vapor pressure is called as lowering of vapor pressure. The why vapor pressure decreases meaning, when non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, some surface area may be occupied by the solute molecules and some solvent molecules are present. At the time, number of molecules of solvent which are present on surface decrease comparatively pure solvent. So which undergo into vapor state also decreases. If number of molecules which undergo into vapor state decreases, automatically vapor pressure also decreases. That is conclusion, is final conclusion. When without changing temperature, vapor pressure is measured at constant temperature. Surface area taken common, nature of liquid solution same, but non-volatile solute is added. When non-volatile solute is added, some place may be occupied by the solute molecules and number of solvent molecules which are present on surface decrease. So overall vapor pressure also decreases. That is decrease, how much decreases, that is called as lowering of vapor pressure. So now lowering of vapor pressure, what we can write here, if for example A is pure solvent, the vapor pressure of pure solvent is P naught A, and vapor pressure of solution after adding solute P is P of A. This also P of A only. Here also pressure exerted by that A molecules, here also vapor pressure exerted by the A molecules. Why B cannot take part into vapor state? It is non-volatile nature. Non-volatile means it cannot be converted into vapor form. So at the time, before adding solute, pure liquid form is taken P naught A, vapor pressure. After adding solute, vapor pressure decreases, and how much vapor pressure decreases, that is after decreasing, that become P of A. So lowering of vapor pressure is equal to P naught A minus P of A. Every time like 50-40 right. Vapor pressure of pure solvent minus vapor pressure of solution, solution means after adding solute, is called as lowering of vapor pressure. Next to what we have to write, relative lowering of vapor pressure you have to know. So relative lowering of vapor pressure is what are that here. The ratio between lowering of vapor pressure and initial vapor pressure, means vapor pressure of pure solvent, is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. The relatively meaning is what? Relatively initial vapor pressure, how much vapor pressure is decreased, that is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So relative lowering of vapor pressure, mathematically the ratio between lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of pure solvent is considered as relative lowering of vapor pressure. Actual meaning, relatively initial vapor pressure means pure solvent vapor pressure, how much vapor pressure is decreased, that is relatively lowering of vapor pressure. Mathematically the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to lowering of vapor pressure P naught A minus P of A by P naught A. This is relative lowering of vapor pressure. So again I am telling that lowering of vapor pressure onwards. Lowering of vapor pressure, the decreasing in vapor pressure is called as decreasing vapor pressure is called as lowering of vapor pressure. When non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, the vapor pressure of solvent decrease, means vapor pressure of solution decrease comparatively solvent, because non-volatile solute is added. Some place may be occupied by the solute molecules on surface of liquid. At that time, surface area occupied by solvent molecules decrease, and which undergo into vapor state also decrease. So vapor pressure decreases. if vapor pressure of pure solvent A is P naught A, and after adding solute B, vapor pressure of solution become P of A, that also A we have to write, because vapor pressure after adding solute also, vapor pressure depends upon A molecules only, that is P of A. Then lowering of vapor pressure is equal to P naught A minus P of A. The relative lowering vapor pressure meaning relatively initial vapor pressure of pure solvent, how much vapor pressure is decreased after adding solute is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. The mathematically relative lowering of vapor pressure equal to P naught A minus P of A by P naught A. Means ratio between lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of pure solvent is called as a relative lowering of vapor pressure. So now this is lowering of vapor pressure, relative lowering of vapor pressure. The relation between relative lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of relative lowering of vapor pressure and concentration terms are mentioned by Raoult's law. So simple, before Raoult's law, I am telling some conditions in lowering of vapor pressure P naught A minus P of A I am taking. First pure solvent A is taken. The vapor pressure is equal to 40 mm of Hg. Pure A is taken. When 5 grams of solute B is added, when non-volatile solute B is added, vapor pressure decreases. No, that B is added, that become as water, that is 35 mm of Hg. For example, vapor pressure. Again I am telling, first only pure vapor, pure A is taken, vapor pressure assumed as 40. When 5 grams of B is added, vapor pressure decreases to 35. Meaning what is lowering of vapor pressure? 5 units. Difference. Again 5 grams is added. Again 5 grams of B is added. Again vapor pressure decrease, but not compulsory 5 units, 5 units. It is not direct proportional, not inverse proportional. But vapor pressure again B is added, vapor pressure again decreases. For example, it become as 32. So here how much difference? 3 units. So overall 10 grams is taken. First 5 grams is added, 5 units decreasing. Second 5 grams added, 3 units decrease. So overall what happened here? 10 grams is added. The vapor pressure difference is how much? How much vapor pressure is decreased? 8 mm of Hg decrease. So forget about this condition. Once 5 grams of solute is added, vapor pressure decreased 5 units. When 10 grams added, vapor pressure decreased more than 5, which is 8 mm of Hg. Meaning that indicates what? Why say it? Simple logic. When non-volatile solute is added, number of molecules occupying the surface area non-volatile solute, so solvent molecules decrease on surface, which undergo into vapor state also decreases. When some amount of solute, 5 grams of solute is added, only some place occupied by the solute molecules and vapor pressure decreases some x or 5 units. Again 5 grams added. Again 5 grams is added, what will happen here? Again some place occupied by the solute molecules. Means solvent molecules on surface again decrease. So again vapor pressure decrease. Means comparatively initial difference, the final difference will be more. That conclusion is what? As increase of amount of solute, the lowering of vapor pressure also changes. As increase of amount of solute, the lowering of vapor pressure increases, vapor pressure decrease. The lowering of vapor pressure increase. Again I am telling, when extra solute, first 5 grams added, 5 unit decrease. Again 5 grams, means total 10 grams added, 8 grams decreasing. Means when solute is added, amount of solute increases, lowering of vapor pressure increasing. First lowering of vapor pressure 5 units, second lowering of vapor pressure 8 units. So as increase of amount of solute, the lowering of vapor pressure difference increase, but vapor pressure remains same. But vapor pressure vapor pressure decreasing, but lowering of vapor pressure increasing. Again I am telling, when amount of solute increases, when amount of solute increases, the lowering of vapor pressure also increase, but vapor pressure decrease. Reason, difference of vapor pressure final minus initial will be more, but vapor pressure always decreasing by adding of non-volatile solute. So this is what here lowering of vapor pressure is పడిపోతుందా కిందకి విడిచిపెట్టు. So now question what, when amount of solute is added, vapor pressure decrease, lowering of vapor pressure increase. Why lowering of vapor pressure increasing meaning is what, some solute occupies, that's one. But this is what explained by the Raoult's law. What I told here, when amount of solute increasing, the vapor pressure difference increasing means lowering of vapor pressure increases due to decrease in vapor pressure. So that is statement given by Raoult's law, but here I told that 5 grams, but here their moles taken. Reason, always I am telling number of molecule, not weight. Number of molecules means indirectly number of moles. Moles and mole fraction interrelated. Mole fraction is what, number of moles of solute by total moles of solution. Means comparatively number of molecules of solute, comparatively total moles of solution is taken, it increases, number of moles of solute increases, lowering of vapor pressure also increase because vapor pressure more decrease. Again I am telling, molecules means indirectly number of moles. Number of moles of solute increases means molecules increases, vapor pressure decreases more means difference of vapor pressure will be more. So that is number of moles comparatively total moles is written as what are that, mole fraction. So Raoult's law says what, relation between lowering of vapor pressure and mole fraction of solute as increase lowering of vapor pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of non-volatile solute which is added to the pure solvent. Again I am telling, statement given by Raoult's law, the lowering of vapor pressure LVP is directly proportional to amount of solute, means mole fraction of solute which is added to the pure solvent.